Well, hello everybody. This is Dave Cutler again, getting back with you into part 2 of our 7-part series on financial freedom. And today what I'm going to talk to you guys about is life insurance. And the question that a lot of people ask is, do I need it, or do you need life insurance? The way to figure this out is if somebody depends on your income. Basically, if you were to pass away and your family would be financially devastated by that loss of income, then you need life insurance. Examples: married, kids, mortgage debt. You should definitely have something in place to protect your family if your paycheck were to be lost. If you're single and nobody depends on your income, then you probably don't need it. Exceptions would then be if you're young and great health and you plan to start a family later in the future, you could lock in really, really low rates now while you're young and in great shape. I personally have a 30-year term policy that I purchased 4 years ago. Of course, young and in great shape. I pay next to nothing for that coverage, and I know I'll be needing it eventually as I start a family in the future. So I wanted to get that taken care of while I was young, healthy, and could qualify for the best rates. So the crash course in life insurance basically goes as this. There's two kinds. You've got term insurance, and then there's everything else: whole life, universal life, variable life, flexible premium life, equity index life, get a life, you name it, they're all out there. These are insurance policies that combine savings and insurance together. Generally, you pay much, much more for your insurance premiums, with the hope that your coverage will stay in force for as long as you pay the premium. This is known as permanent insurance. Term insurance, which is the most basic type, plain vanilla insurance, basically provides a death benefit. If something were to happen to you, the company is going to pay out the face amount of the insurance policy. The benefits of term insurance is you can generally get your premiums very, very low. Policy terms can be up to 35 years, and these follow the theory of decreasing responsibility, which basically looks like this. In your earlier years, you may have a lot of liabilities, young children, your debt is high, you've got a big mortgage. A loss of income would be devastating, especially in today's society where pretty much most families are dual income families where the husband and the wife both have to work. 20, 30 years from now, the kids are going to be grown up, the mortgage is going to be paid off, the debts are going to be little to none, and your retirement nest egg should be big enough that you no longer need that insurance protection. Go ahead and cancel that policy, because there's no reason to pay for something that you no longer need. So how much do you need? Of course, the rule of thumb that most financial experts go by is 10 to 15 times your annual income. Of course, you can come to an exact figure with a proper financial analysis to assure that you're not paying too much money for too much coverage, or that you're not underinsured, leaving your family shortchanged if something were to happen. So what you really want to look at is replacing the income, and make sure that you don't skimp at all in this area, because that sort of defeats the purpose of buying insurance in the first place. So get the coverage that you need, and try to get it at the lowest amount possible, because we all like to save money in that area. This is a basic example of somebody that we sat down with that had a cash value life insurance. They had a whole life policy on the husband and the wife, $150,000 on each. They were spending $218 a month. And generally in these type of policies, you're looking to get back at the end about 50% or so of the face value of the policies. So they had about $300,000 of total coverage, which means 50% of that, they'd get back about $150,000 at retirement age 65. Had they purchased a term life insurance policy and kept their investing separate, you can see they were able to purchase much more coverage for their premium dollar. 3 times the coverage for only $67, and they were able to take that $151, invest that separately into a 401k, a Roth IRA, or even a 529 college savings plan. Some of it could have gone in there, but of course at this stage we put it into a Roth IRA, and they could average a 10% rate of return, which is not all that difficult to find. You can see the big difference, a little over $500,000. So, of course, many financial experts will agree with what I've just told you. Don't take my word for it. Do your own research. Eric Tyson put out the Personal Finance for Dummies book, and this basically goes over, save you, hours of time and thousands of dollars just by term life insurance. The only exception would be if you're looking at using permanent insurance for some sort of estate tax planning purposes. You may want to look into it at that stage of the game. So how long do you need it for? Well, you definitely don't need it forever. Many financial experts recommend having it for as long as somebody's dependent on your income. Again, once you have enough savings in retirement, then you can get rid of that policy. Of course, when your youngest child is at least about 23 years old, they should be self-sufficient at that stage of the game. And you know what? Go ahead and drop that insurance policy once you are self-insured and no longer need to pay for it. Of course, don't take my word for it. Please consult with your financial professional to calculate exactly how much coverage you need and for how long. And of course, I can do just that for anybody who wants me to. So hope that helps you all out today. I know it's not the most fun thing to talk about, but it is a necessary tool in making sure that your family's financial future is protected should something happen, God forbid, to one of those income earners that are bringing in money to that family. So please don't hesitate to shoot me an email or give me a call if you have any questions, and I hope I was able to help you all out today. So thanks so much, and we'll talk with you soon.